the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.
It is a tragedy
What?
that the world will never hear.
I know.
The intro that was intended.
Yet again.
No, I can't.
I could tell them what we were just talking about. No, it's better that it remains a secret.
It's gone now. The moment has passed, and the audience doesn't get to hear. They don't get to know now.
It's better. It's better. You want to know why?
Why?
Because this has to be a nugget.
It does?
This has to be a nugget. We have to be summer nuggeting right now. Summer nuggets. Yep.
Having a blast.
Summer nuggets. Time to podcast. So
Yes.
that we have to do another one because it's busy. Everybody busy all the time. So we got to do the fast shows. Fast shows. So if we started the show,
I wasn't sure, Jacob, if you were like a New Yorker there.
I don't know what I was.
Or if you were like from Zubatzia.
I am from Zubatzia.
Or if
I was
or if you
well
were like
traveled.
visiting Wales.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't figure out in the combination of accents that you put together what exactly that guy was.
I was a guy from everywhere.
Yeah?
Yet nowhere.
You were every man
I was
and no
every
man.
man and no man all in one rolled up fruit roll up. Yeah.
But could you be every woman?
Of course. I'm every woman. It's all in me. So I
never know the next words.
I don't know them either. I was saying that the conversation that we had before the show began, it was a good thing because I think we could have vamped on that for quite some time. And so it's better that we don't.
No, but Jakey,
sometimes we have to put the bridle on this wagon.
Jakey, I know it's Summer Nuggets. I get it, Summer
But we
Nuggets.
gotta still do our
if we don't
thing.
bring the thunder,
Well,
then there will be no lightning.
you always bring the thunder.
Wait, it's the opposite, isn't it? If you don't bring the lightning, there will be
Won't
no
be the
thunder.
thunder. I don't know how it works.
Well, I think that it's all one. It's
all
just when
one.
do you perceive it?
Just like my accent.
Yeah.
All one.
Just when do we perceive it? And how do we perceive it?
Hi, everybody.
Where am I? What time is it? Hello?
Where am I? What are we doing?
What's happening here?
What time is it? Hi, Veronica.
Hiya.
How are you?
You're back and actually in the seat with the microphone, not in front of your face.
It's right in front of my face. It
Veronica is a very smart lady, but she never understands how microphones work or refuses to understand a microphone.
Actually, I think if based on IQ tests, she is the smartest person in the office.
No.
But based on how often she puts the microphone in front of her face,
Yeah, I would say
I
she
would put her at the
lose,
bottom of the
yeah,
list.
she would. She's gonna lose the points. Lose the points. Can you imagine if Veronica was the lead singer in a band?
Oh my gosh.
They'd be like,
oh my God.
She'd be like,
Here in your bedroom, I can turn my head off. The less that I feel. Everyone's like, can someone turn up the lead singer? It's a little, I can't.
Can't hear it
It sounds
all.
like he's in a hallway.
Yeah, she's the only vocalist who holds her microphone like this.
I just want to hear what I'm singing. That's not a speak. It's not a speak. Okay, that's fine.
But everyone can still hear me.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the magic of it.
That's the magic
that
of it
everyone
all.
can still hear me.
Everyone can still hear.
So long as there's magic.
So long as
Absolutely.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart or young boy's heart?
In any
Anyone.
child's heart. We've run through 5
In a child's
songs
heart?
in 2 minutes on the show.
I don't know any lyrics to any music. Have you noticed this about me?
I don't know lyrics either.
I know the songs, but not the lyrics. Yep.
Yeah. So
All right,
you were
that was a good vamp. Thank you for letting us vamp for a
you
little
were
bit.
saying you were worried that we wouldn't bring the lightning and the thunder, but we always do.
We always have to.
always have
because that's expected. Otherwise, it's not our show.
Otherwise, it's
And
not
I
a
know
show.
it's a summer nugget, which means we're going to go a little faster, and we'll explain this now to our
Yes.
loyal audience. We have our annual meeting of stockholders this week.
We have to meet, we have to talk, and we have to do things.
It sounds like it's all fun and games here, and it mostly is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun and games here.
Yeah,
A lot of fun and games
but every
here.
now and then, it's not.
We do actually have to do some work. We do have to do some work now. And
Outside of the fun and games, we are busy.
Right. In order to fund your favorite podcast, we
Yes.
have to do business.
We do.
And so every once in a while, we do some business, and only every once in a while.
Every now and then.
Let it be known that we
Let it
barely
be.
ever do business.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Yeah, let it be, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Isn't that's Jerry Lennon, right?
Jerry
Yeah,
Lennon.
yeah.
Good old Jerry Lennon and Dave McCartney.
Dave McCartney
And
and
the- and-
Rodney Ringo. And I think it's Pongo Harrison. Did I mess those up? Did I go
No,
backwards?
that's them.
Yeah.
The yodels.
Yodels, yeah.
But anyway, we're doing lots of stuff, so we've got to dive in.
So this week we have a
out.
thing, so we can't spend a lot of time doing this because we have a lot of work to do for the annual meeting. And then next week, I then have to go to Europe to talk to the stock, because it's an international company. So we have a bunch of stockholders
overseas.
out there that I have to go then do it again out there.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be here next week.
Yeah.
Although you will hear me next week because we're summer nuggeting. So we get more than one podcast
Exactly.
at a time.
Exactly.
Like the kind fellows we are.
It's just that I didn't
And
want to leave
lady,
them.
because we do have Veronica on our team now. I
Yeah.
can't just say
Please.
yes.
We
please.
didn't want to leave them for 2 weeks.
She may not be audible
Yeah.
because
Oh,
of
you
where
can't-
she
You
speaks.
can't
But she's here.
hear Veronica,
Yeah.
but you can
But she's
feel
here.
her.
You can't feel me.
I can feel you.
Oh, yeah, I can feel you.
Yeah, I can feel that thunder again.
Yeah.
She brings it.
Yeah. Well, so since...
One more song. Thunder, lightning, the way you love me is frightening. Think they better knock. I would, baby.
I don't know if I know this one.
You don't?
No, who is-
Think I better knock, knock, knock on wood. Think I better knock, knock, knock on wood. No?
No.
Oh, well, I'm going to find it for you.
I need another one. And when you said thunder at first, I thought we were doing AC/DC. Thunder. Thunder. Yeah. Greatest guitar intro ever.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's right. You can do it well because he's an Aussie.
That's right.
He's an Aussie.
Me and Angus, we go back.
Yeah. Let's.
Should we do a show?
I didn't want to correct him, but Angus is the guitarist. He doesn't
Oh, he's the only one anyone cares
sing.
about.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Do you know why?
What? Exactly. In the school.
So are you correcting me?
No, he's the only one anybody thinks about when they think about AC/DC. So yeah, I'm not correcting you. I was going to say, I hope this episode sticks because we're talking about glue. Noel just quit. For listeners who don't watch the video, he just got up and he walked away. He walked into his office and he closed his door. So it's just me and you, Veronica.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to talk about glue.
Hopefully this
He got
sticks.
so overwhelmed with my dad pun that he got up and left the room. I won't make any more sticky puns. Just as he sat down. I'm so sorry. The article that I grabbed, which is from Tree Hugger, even starts out with a pun in the beginning. So this isn't me, so don't leave. It says, glue is a sticky topic for the eco-minded. And he gets up again. 3 times the charm.
Are we done?
I can't promise.
Are we done? Are we finally going to get serious on this show?
I can't promise.
This is not a joke.
This show
We're
is-
talking about the environment.
I'm so sorry. I can't promise there won't be more puns because they might be in some of the things that I read. I'll try not to do any more. I promise.
So long as they aren't too tacky. And Jacob got up and left. So I'll be here. Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Glue, is it vegan? Is it biodegradable? The
Vegan.
answer depends on the glue type.
So no horse hooves on the.
So that's what
is
we're
that
here to
saying?
talk about
Okay.
because who here has heard a million times that we turn horses into glue?
Well, it's just their hooves, right? Like the
horse in general.
They just throw the horse in a grinder.
It reminds
Turn
me.
it into glue.
It reminds me of one of my favorites. So back in the '90s, when Jerry Seinfeld was just at the top of his game, many of his jokes from that era, right at the end of the '90s in 1999, he did a comedy special called "I'm Telling You for the Last Time."
Yeah.
And in that special, he goes, "We're turning horses into glue. You know that? Did you know that?" And he goes up there and he goes, "I want to know how the first guy thought to do that. Was a guy working in a stationery store and a horse walks by and he goes, hey, wait a minute." He goes, "That could be glue." And the coworker next to him says, "How do we pick out the sticky ones?" And he goes, "You leave that up to me." And he goes, "Well, what about that one? He's waving around. Looks like he lost his mind." He goes, "That's crazy glue."
Oh my
It's so dumb, but it always makes me laugh.
Isn't the Elmer's logo a horse too?
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
While I was researching this, here's an amazing thing that I never knew about the Elmer's logo. It's not a horse, it's a cow.
It's a cow.
But
I just can't see very well.
Yes, you can't. But I have a fascinating fact about that I didn't know until I did.
Cow hooves would work as well as horse hooves, wouldn't they?
Yeah. But here's the thing. So you ever notice that the logo of Elmer's is a cow? That's because the glue brand was a spin-off from the Borden Condensed Milk Company. I never knew this. Wow. Elmer the bull was the husband of Elsie the cow.
Well, how about that?
Borden's uber-popular spokes bovine of lore. So this Borden Condensed Milk Company, if you've ever seen the Borden cow, that is Elsie the cow, and so they decided to make Elmer the bull.
Elsie and Elmer.
Yes, and so
what are their kids' names?
Yeah,
Elroy.
Elroy and I don't know.
Elmira.
And Elmira.
Yeah.
In the late 1920s, Borden acquired the Casein Company of America, the leading manufacturer of the milk-derived casein adhesive. In need of a marketing boost, the company gave Elmer the cow the job of representing the company's new glue.
Wow.
So there you go.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
And he did a great job. I thought he was a horse. He was so good.
In 1968, the company created Elmer School Glue and Glue All, both using top secret concoctions of fossil fuel derivatives. In 2013, it launched Elmer School Glue Naturals.
What?
Whose pourable and stick versions are comprised of 99 and 88% natural ingredients, respectively, besides soybeans and American grown.
Technically, a horse is a natural ingredient.
It's true. Yeah. It is. Besides soybeans and American grown corn, their primary ingredient, it's unclear what those natural ingredients are. So it's a proprietary secret, which is probably still horse.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So it actually doesn't say that it's just hooves.
I don't think it is. I think that's kind of an old wives' tale.
What? It is horses.
Horse hooves?
Well, I mean, it's part of the horse.
That makes the glue.
Yes.
Yeah, but not all glue.
No, not all glue.
I mean, the stuff they put airplanes together with is
right. So that's where this all begins. Before I get to that, okay.
Are you looking at me like
Yeah. No, it mentions that. That's why we're doing this subject. So that's the story of Elmer's, and Elmer's now is still the most popular glue brand for school of all time. And now they're using synthetic and more natural ingredients, and they're not using
synthetic or natural.
Both, a combination of the two. So predominantly natural.
These make up their minds.
Write that down. So natural glues are mostly of animal or vegetable origin. You've heard of horse parts in glue, right? It's true. People have been using animals, horses included, to make glue for thousands of years. In the 18th century, the first commercial glue factory based in Holland used animal hides.
Hides?
Yes.
Wow.
So animal glues were traditionally used for wood joining, book binding, crafting musical instruments, producing heavy gummed tapes, and other specific applications. So that's kind of where it all started. But everything changed and shifted from animals over to synthetic because of aircraft and aerospace industries. Generally, adhesives fall into two main camps, natural or synthetic. That's where we're at now. Humans have been using natural adhesives for a long time, like I just read about the horses and the animals, the animal hides. But in the 20th century, synthetic glues were developed and have over time largely replaced natural adhesives. Much of this was thanks to the aircraft and aerospace industries, which required adhesives with structural strength and resistance to fatigue in extreme conditions.
There's a company called Loctite.
Yeah.
Who make most of the glue that holds airplanes together and spaceships and that stuff. And they came up with some pretty wild stuff.
Pretty strong glues.
Yeah.
You were the one who taught me and Veronica on this show that we're sitting in a plane and we're like, this thing isn't bolted together. It's glued together.
Yeah. That freaks people out, but it's actually better.
It's stronger.
Yeah.
It's better. It's going to stay together. Yeah. So these high-tech synthetic adhesives eventually trickle down into more mundane industrial and domestic applications. So what I'm trying to explain is we were doing animal hides and we were doing natural that way.
Yeah.
And then we shifted over to synthetic and that got stronger. But there is an effort now especially in the big commercial companies.
Yeah.
Like, is there a way that we can ease off on the synthetic because they do need to rely on chemical compounds, oils, and things like that? Can we get back in a natural?
Petroleum's going to be all over that. So
Right.
The fossil fuel problem.
Yes, exactly. So is there a way to start creating glue that's using natural ingredients but not animal? So using like vegetable, vegan,
Right.
using other things like that. So,
Right.
So that's where we're at.
I prefer, like, I guess horses. Yeah. The thing is with horses,
Yeah.
we're not using the rest of the, like, we pretty much are, we don't eat them.
Yeah, no, we don't eat horses.
So that's kind of why I'm looking at the cows again. I'm like, hey, if we're having for eating them anyway, why not pull off the hides?
I know, I don't understand.
Am I crazy?
Am
I an idiot?
No,
Yes.
you're not an
Yes, I'm
idiot.
an
But I
idiot.
don't work in the industry, so I don't know why horses were the candidates for this.
Yeah.
I don't know what the makeup of a horse would warrant.
Yeah,
glue.
why is the horse hide better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually don't know. And
Yeah.
maybe it's an industry secret
Yes.
because a lot of these companies kind of guard that.
Yeah. They don't want us to know how they're making their glue.
Exactly. So the good news is it's not happening as much anymore.
Okay.
People aren't grinding up horses anymore.
No, that's good.
They
That's
go to
better.
IKEA for that.
Yeah.
Remember that rumor for a while that there was like horse meatballs at IKEA? I don't think it was true. But anyway, the most sustainable type.
I mean, they were delicious.
They're great.
For the record, the meatballs at the IKEA.
Look, I like going to IKEA to eat.
It's really good.
It's good.
They're lingonberry.
It's cheap
sauce
and it's fun.
The hot dogs are actually pretty
so
on
good.
point.
I really like it.
No, I mean, I didn't know they were horse, but I mean, if I'm getting that flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
We're kidding, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Just joking. We don't really want to eat horses.
No.
The most sustainable type of... Don't touch your mic. There you go. Good job. The most sustainable type of glue is plant-based, though this type is perhaps the least effective. That's a problem. That's the problem, is that it's the least sticky of the bunch.
Yeah.
So they have yet to solve. But this article includes a recipe
What?
to make your own glue.
Really?
So I could read
Can
it,
you
or we
then
could just
turn that
include
glue
it.
into glitter? Because that's those little glitter gel balls, those little gel, the
Yeah.
putty things.
Well,
that
if
the
you
kids throw in.
remember, we did an episode on ways of making sustainable glitter. Yeah. So if you go check that one out and then you listen to this episode, you can
put
make
it together,
put it
make
together.
yourself like a really sustainable
Glitter glue.
goo that you can then have as slime and to play around to your house with.
Yeah. So
Wouldn't that be nice?
do a double whammy.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
It would be.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what's in the ingredients of making glue?
Yeah, everybody,
Okay.
we're gonna make glue.
Okay, there are a
Together.
lot of DIY glue formulas out there that use milk, but if you want a vegan option, here's a good, slightly more complex recipe. Ready?
Yep.
1.5 cups of flour,
Okay.
4.5 cups room temperature water,
Okay.
1.5 cups of white sugar.
Gotta have the sugar.
Gotta have sugar.
Yep.
3 tablespoons of vinegar,
Oh, interesting.
and 2 tablespoons of baking soda.
Okay.
So there you go.
So you're gonna have a little reaction there
Yeah.
between the vinegar and the baking soda.
Yep.
That's gonna be nice.
So you mix these things together. It gives you kind of I'll put these on the Painless Green, so you can go to our Facebook group and you can see like the steps of how you do it and put it together. But there's the ingredients. If you were like, hey, I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna go shop at the store and get these things. I'll walk you through how to do it, how to put it all together.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Because I don't want to sit here and read the whole like process.
No, we
Yeah.
don't have all day. It's a
We don't
summer
have time.
nugget for
Yeah,
God's sakes.
yeah,
These
yeah,
people
exactly.
have things to do.
Exactly. So that was, I mean, essentially, these are some options that you have out there. But companies like Elmer that we learned today was a part of Borden. And we learned that there was a marriage between the cows, the bull and the cow on the cover there, which is
So
amazing.
important. Did
So
they
important.
ask the question at the beginning of this? Is it sustainable?
Yeah.
Did they answer the question? Do they have an opinion on that?
It just says,
because I don't know if I got an answer there.
yeah. So it just says you've got, it's not really a sustainable thing with where we are in this synthetic marketplace because of the petroleum and the fossil fuels. And so we need to find ways that, especially when you're coming to consumers, us, everyday folks, looking at options that have the more natural or plant-based, like the Elmer's doing. They're basically saying that is a step in the right direction.
Okay.
But the synthetic glues that are being used from these big, heavy industries, we aren't there yet.
I don't know. Like, 'cause one of the problems you have in that situation is I don't think anybody cares whether or not they're hurting the environment if their plane falls out of the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. And but here's the thing. I don't think that that's the point of the article.
No.
No, because they're not talking to pilots. This is on Tree Hugger.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking about like synthetic glue. If you want to get rid of synthetic glues,
Yeah.
I don't think you can keep the plane together.
Yeah. So I think that they're not even talking about getting rid of synthetic glues for like planes.
They're kind of admitting that that's sort of something we're stuck with for a bit.
Yes, they're 100% saying, is glue sustainable, mom of 4 at home?
Got it.
Because it's on Tree Hugger.
For you.
For you,
You
for
at
the
home.
listener. Yes, they're not. This is not being broadcast.
The actual human,
at Boeing.
not the Boeing construction industry.
This article is not for Boeing. It's not a scientific paper. It's for the consumer to say, am I making a good decision on the glue that I'm buying for my 5-year-old?
Right.
Or on the stuff that I'm buying around the house.
Right.
Things like that.
Right.
But it's not going to Lockheed.
No.
It's not going to Boeing. It's not going to NASA and saying, you guys need to use plant-based on those planes. Those guys would go, everybody's going to die. Everybody's going to die.
Amazing.
So that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
That was your nugget.
That's a quality nugget.
Exactly. I was thinking to myself, we got to be able to do something that we can get in and out on quickly. And there was a lot of things that I came across that we're not going to cover. I came across a lot of things. One of the ones, before we wrap this one out, that I saw, because we just did the shark episode about the shark attacks, otters have been biting people. Have you been seeing this?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otters have been like just randomly biting people in rivers and oceans. And I think it has to do with the fact that the water's getting warmer. They're getting a little bit of like crowded out of their habitats and all that stuff. But there was an actress who was on Succession, and she got like bitten by an otter on her vacation. So, and there's like been multiple attacks. And since like 1845, there were, I think like 20 self-defense otter attacks since like the 1800s to now. And in the past year, there's been like dozens that are popping up.
Have they considered progesterone cream?
What's progesterone?
Isn't that like the hormone that helps to calm down your hormones? Like if you have too much
otter.
estrogen or testosterone, you can sort of balance it.
Okay, so maybe we need to mellow out those otters.
Progesterone cream to help to kind of like keep everything
just chill them out.
calm. Maybe
we should try
I heard
it.
supplements are really great, and maybe we just add
We
some.
calm them down. Let's show them some.
Sometimes they're difficult to like swallow. Sometimes because they get caught in your throat. But if maybe give them some water to shoot down the.
I'm open to that.
They can take all vitamins.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's a good.
Calm them down.
That's a good method. That's a good method. The thing is, otters are really cute.
I agree.
They're so cute.
Yeah, they're so cute.
I mean, you have the videos of the ones from the sea that are always floating on their backs and holding hands.
Yeah.
They're precious.
Precious.
So like that's having that thing bite you, you'd almost be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like it's like you'd be like, bet May, you're too cute. Stop biting me. Bet May.
Yeah, although I think that their teeth are like similar to like lion teeth. So
I mean, it's pretty sharp. It'll break your skin.
I think they'll mess you up. If
They'll mess you up. You need to get out of the water ASAP.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw that into the end of this episode.
Maybe dog teeth.
If you're in,
but they'll still mess you up. Yeah.
But if you go swimming and some otters are coming near, don't go close because they look like little water teddy bears. You know what I mean? Like don't do it. They'll bite you. They're territorial.
Yeah. Well, like if a dog bites you, you're not happy about it.
No.
You're like, ow,
I don't like that one.
hurts. And when they keep biting you over and over again, it's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, so don't get bit by otters. That's our recommendation for
Our recommendation is to not get bit by an otter.
Yeah, by an otter. And I think that the answer to this is that glue is in fact
sustainable.
I think it's.
I think
they're getting there.
I think that they're getting there. I think that the wood glues and the Elmer's glues and the consumer-based glues that you're probably buying out there, a lot of them are going to say 80 to 90% natural. So they're figuring out ways to make it work. And if you need that heavy-duty industrial stuff to keep your plane together, keep on keeping on.
Yeah, I do. I think we gotta make sure that's doing its job first because it's not that much.
No.
Petroleum necessary to pull. Yeah, I think we're okay. We're fine with that.
There's places to cut corners, and that's not one of them.
Yeah.
That's not one of them.
Agreed. Let's keep that plane in the sky.
Keep that plane in the sky.
Yeah.
So that being said, thank you for checking out this summer nugget. We're in and out of here very quickly.
How long did we go? Did we do it?
Dude, 23 minutes already, and now with the outro, we're going to be like 25.
What a ripoff. These poor audience. They're like, gosh.
No.
You guys didn't even give us a podcast this week.
Well, it's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, well, it is, actually.
Oh,
I say it's your fault, but it's really actually technically is totally my fault.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say that on the air, but...
I did.
I
did.
But thank you for joining us. We can't do the show without you, so make sure you're sharing and telling your friends about it. This was a quick one, and...
I think this show was a real bonding experience.
No, I'm staying around because I love puns. But we can't do the show without you, so make sure to share it. We got another Summer Nugget coming at you next week. And then we should be back to our regular programming schedule where we can dig in and go a little more in depth on some subjects. I know you guys have really been digging what we've been doing recently. A lot of the most recent episodes have been getting a lot of attention and a lot of streams. So you guys are kind of digging the subject material that we're covering.
Keep telling your friends. Keep telling your
friends.
Getting the word out there.
Yeah. We appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. So with that, we say we are your beacon of light in a gloomy environment.
Bringing you top quality content since 1823.
Is it already to science?
Yeah.
It's already science without the shaming.
Stiffness.
Science without the stiffness.
Green without the groaning.
Inspiring fear and love.
This show is about patience.
Careful, you'll catch feelings.
Corn Dog Rogers and Kerosene Guy have had a lifelong battle in my head.
Oh!
That's the first time you've done it flawlessly. Start to finish, no mistake.
Bravo.
You did it. You did it. You did the whole sentence. No help. See, nuggets can be good. Nuggets can be good.
Feeling it.
Yeah, you're feeling it. Then this is me saying, we'll turn your enemies into friends. Am I there?
show.
Huh? This show will turn your enemies into friends. Yeah.
We're all about the hooey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Down with the hooey.
We're
but that
down
works.
with the hooey.
But that works.
Dude,
You got corn dog.
You got Corn Dog Rogers and Kerosene Guy. That was a big one. And then we don't have any after that, right?
No.
Okay, so it's your turn. What are you gonna say, Veronica?
Happy nuggets and stop. I had to double it. Happy nuggets and stop and smell the flowers.
Bye, everybody. See ya.
It's the Biofriendly Podcast. It's the Biofriendly Podcast.